Hassan, how did the police come across this body in the first place that is believed to be that of Miguel Louw?
Well, for you, it's quite a bizarre story. In fact, police were here in the area because they were responding to a robbery that had taken place, and they were chasing suspects down this pathway that you may be able to see a bit off behind me. It is quite dark here on this vacant piece of land, and it was during that time when they had a search dog with them that they stumbled across this decomposed body that you're referring to. But like you mentioned as well, there is still no official confirmation just yet if that is indeed the body of Miguel Louw, which went missing, the boy who went missing in July. And police are still waiting to confirm that. I've got Colonel Thembeka Mbele with me at the moment. I'll bring her into this conversation. Colonel, you've been here during the course of the afternoon. You also told me that it was quite a strange set of events which led to the discovery of this decomposed body. Just take me through that briefly, please.
Yes, the police were crime prevention members with the security companies. They were conducting their crime prevention duties where they were chasing after the suspects who ran to this direction after the robbery, and they have stabbed one of the victims of this robbery, and they had the search dog with them, and then they released the dog, and the dog led them to that body, and that's where the body of this boy child was recovered there. Like we've said, we cannot confirm that it's one of the Miguel Louw, but the description fits. That's one of the same Miguel Louw, but there is a formal identification that's going to be conducted tomorrow. The family possibly will be requested to come to the police station, and then if they identify, because although the body is so decomposed, but there are clothes that can still be identified. We don't use the clothes for identification, but tomorrow, the process tomorrow of investigation is going to determine whether the DNA analysis will be done or not.
Is there any indication just yet, I know it is still very early and the investigation is continuing, is there any indication as to how long perhaps that body could have been here in these bushes?
It's only the pathologists that can confirm that, but according to the police and the members that were there at the scene from the search and rescue, the body was severely decomposed. It tells us that it was not a today's event or yesterday's event, because if it's decomposed, it means it's more than 5 days. So we can say it's more than 5 days, although we cannot be specific on how long the body has been there.
It was just last week that the accused in this matter, Mohammed Ibrahim, was granted bail. My understanding after speaking to his attorney is that he hasn't actually left custody yet because he couldn't make that bail money. But I just want to know, how is this going to impact that case? Because he's facing charges of kidnapping and theft at the moment. Will this have any impact on that case at all?
Like as we can see that the body was found here at Phoenix. Today the case of murder will be opened because there's a body that was found here of a child. It's obvious that the child was killed. Then the investigation will determine whether the case is investigated by Phoenix or Sydenham. But usually what happens, they come together as a team and work on the case, and it's up to the prosecutors to decide which court is going to deal with the case.
Colonel, you also had the opportunity to see the family of Miguel Louw when they came to the scene earlier. Just describe to us how the family was doing, and especially with this uncertainty that they're facing at the moment.
It was so devastating. Although both of them are aunts, their relatives, the mother was not here, fortunately, but they were crying like you can even feel it yourself. But we advised them not to go and identify the body for now, the situation of the body and the condition. But I'm sure the tomorrow it will be better than today. But it was not a good thing to witness what I've seen with them.
Thank you very much, Colonel. For you, that was Colonel Thembeka Mbele just taking us through the events that led to that discovery of the body. Although they're not officially confirming, they say that there are indications that it could very well be the body of Miguel Louw. And that's partly because the clothing that he was wearing at the time, it seems like it was a school uniform. They're also saying that she's also saying that the family will only get an official confirmation, it seems, tomorrow. But the other reason why this particular area in Phoenix is interesting, Vuyo, is because it's not far from here that accused Mohammed Ibrahim lives. And although he's still in custody at the moment, as you can imagine, it's just the setting and the location that has set a speculation, across the social media and as well as the members of the public that are here. But right now it is still very early in the investigation and police will have to wait. They are investigating a case of murder, but as to whether this will be directly linked to that accused and whether this is in fact Miguel Louw, that we'll have to wait and see.
And that's where we're going to leave it for now, Dasan.